It was supposed to be another quiet night at Ellie's house. She was only 23, living alone with her pet gecko, trying to build her future as a cosmetologist. But Ellie had a ritual before bed, one that no young woman should ever have to practice. She would tape her curtains shut. Why? Because someone was watching her. For months, she had been stalked, harassed, and filmed by an unseen predator. Creepy messages poured in from fake accounts. Strange phone numbers kept texting her, and somehow, someone out there knew exactly where she lived. Ellie was terrified, but she tried to carry on with her life. She thought she was being smart, careful, safe. But on one summer night in 2018, her stalker would finally make his move. And what followed was a case so shocking, so disturbing, that it shook an entire community and revealed a terrifying truth. The system had every chance to save Ellie, but didn't. This is the story of Ellie Wakes. Ellie was creative, vibrant, and full of life. She loved music, dancing, scrapbooking, even planting flowers in her prettiest dresses. But behind her bright smile, something dark was creeping closer. The harassment began small. Anonymous messages, strange DMs, odd phone calls. But soon, it escalated. Fake Snapchat accounts, throwaway Instagram pages, masked numbers, and then the videos came. From outside her window, someone was filming her. Inside her own home. The thought was unbearable. Her stalker wasn't just online. He was right there, in the dark, inches away. Ellie finally went to the police begging for help. She gave them names, accounts, even one that stood out. Michael. Could it be her ex-boyfriend from years ago? She wasn't sure. The police? They brushed it off as telecommunication harassment. They patrolled her neighborhood for a total of 5 minutes and then left. Ellie was on her own. July 28, 2018. Ellie was home alone. Online, she thought she was chatting with a friend named Nate. They'd spoken before, and now he was asking if he could come over. But Ellie didn't know the truth. Nate wasn't Nate. It was another burner account, another mask, another trap. And when Ellie casually admitted she was home alone, her stalker knew it was time. Days later, Ellie's friends and family couldn't reach her. Calls went unanswered. Her car sat in the driveway. Her phone was silent. She had simply vanished. The search began, but the digital trail soon pointed straight to someone Ellie once knew and once trusted. Detectives traced the fake phone number that lured Ellie the night she disappeared. The account that purchased it was tied to an email, and that email belonged to Michael Strauss, Ellie's ex-boyfriend. His criminal history was long: burglary, fraud, indecency, drug charges, and his internet searches told an even darker story. How long does a body smell? Missing girl in Westchester, and sickening violent fantasies too disturbing to even repeat. When Ellie's body was found in a nearby field, the horror was undeniable. She had been bound with duct tape, wrapped in a blanket, and suffocated. And the spot where she was dumped, walking distance from Michael Strauss's home. Inside his house, police uncovered the chilling truth. Ellie's driver's license, her jewelry, a lock of her hair, kept in a tin, like trophies. Michael's excuse? He claimed Ellie agreed to film a torture video and died by accident. There was no video, no camera, no evidence, just lies. The reality was clear. Ellie had been stalked, hunted, and murdered. The evidence piled high, hundreds of pages of records, digital footprints, and even his own confessions. Eventually, Michael pleaded guilty to murder. His sentence? 15 years to life. eligible for parole in 2036. For Ellie's family, it was justice, but not closure. The system had failed her again and again. Warnings ignored, reports mishandled, evidence overlooked. And worst of all, Michael may have had other victims. Ending. A legacy that lives on at Ellie's funeral. Her loved ones wore tie-dye, played drums, and planted flowers. They remembered her not for the way she died, but for the way she lived, joyful, creative, full of love. Her story is more than a tragedy. It's a warning, a reminder of how often stalking escalates into something deadly, and how many lives could be saved if we just took it seriously. Ellie Wakes did everything right. She reported, she documented, she begged for help, and still, she was left unprotected. Her story must never be forgotten. Why?